I am Zatu, the narrator, the unseen voice that guides you through this grand adventure. You, the listener, can hear my words, yet the characters within this tale remain oblivious to my presence. I am your window into their world, your guide to the secrets and intricacies of those who dwell within it. Like Watu the Watcher, I am bound by the sacred code of non-interference. I cannot sway the tides of fate, nor dictate what paths our heroes will tread. I am but the weaver of stories, the scribe of destiny, chronicling events as they unfold. Brace yourself, for the journey ahead promises wonder, peril, and revelations beyond imagination. Let us step into the tale together as I unveil its mysteries to you.
Welcome back to a brand new series of LMG Presents Marvel Multiverse RPG. My name is Jordan. I am the narrator of this podcast, and I'm excited to be back. We are starting a brand new adventure. If you've been following us, these last couple weeks, that you know that we are now in a brand new adventure, and we are going along with the guys who are participating in the Alien Earth 616 campaign. If you want to know more information on that, check out Fuzzy on the Details on YouTube. He has already started his campaign, and we are going to hop right onto it. And I don't know, I'm just going to just hop into it. But I'm going to introduce everyone. I'm going to ask you about your characters, just kind of the powers and kind of, I guess, general overview, and then we'll just really hop right into it. So, uh, to my left, I have Josh. Josh, who are you playing as?
I am playing as Jarvis Dufresne, aka the Void.
What kind of powers does you don't have to give all your secrets, but what kind of powers in general does the Void have?
Uh, so the Void has gravity density manipulation based powers.
Okay. And then I love the way Zoom just gives a little thumbs up. I have no
I
idea
know
why
I
this
was
is
scratching my head.
That's funny. But then we have Jeremiah. Jeremiah, who are you playing as?
Yes, I'm playing as Nemesis, the Olympian goddess of vengeance.
All right. What can Nemesis do?
She's primarily a melee fighter. Um, she may have a bit more retribution-based powers, but I'll save that for later.
All right. And then we have Ethan. Ethan, who are you playing as?
I am playing as Detective Jack Morrissey, also known as Hellbound Jack. He is primarily based around like the Hellfire chains. Like think I always forget his name.
Ghost Rider.
Ghost Rider, yeah. Like Ghost Rider's chains that he does, it's similar to that, but not the same stuff from the devil kind of thing.
And there you have it. So it'll be just this crew rocking together. So right now they are playing some rank 2 villains. And like I said, this is part of the overarching story of Alien Earth. So with that, we're just gonna get straight into the cold opening and just to kind of set what's going on here. So you guys are in the vault. The vault is the maximum security prison for supervillains. Um, the lights are humming about you, reinforced walls. There's uh, a steady hum of just like suppression tech. Each one of you guys are in your own cell on a different floor. So you guys are on different floors. Um, and the vault is basically built for people who can't be executed, can't be released, and can't be trusted. Every inmate wears a heavy metallic collar around their neck, so their powers are suppressed. So right now, your powers are being suppressed. Any enhancements that any character has, they've been neutralized, and any attempt to remove um, any of the things around you, they immediately detonate, killing killing you. So we will pick up directly in your cells. So each of you guys are in your own cell. and you guys are just not waking up. So, Hellbound Jack, as you're waking up, you you look to your right and you see a massive man in an armadillo costume. And like he's pounding on the wall. Like I said, you're in your own cell, but you hear him pounding on the wall next door to you. And he's like, "Hey, wake up." What do you say to him? Or what do you do?
Um, so with being like a ex-cop, first instinct is to kind of like, I guess like my question is like, we just got here, like we haven't been here for a while, right? Like this is the
You
first
got,
time I'm waking up in the prison, or have we been here for a while?
you guys have been here for a while.
Okay. That changes things. I so Jack is a very gruff and kind of assholey character. So if he's getting woken up by some idiot criminal next to him, like he's immediately going to be agitated. Um, so I would probably just respond with like, "You got to keep it down over there, man."
The man, the giant man, he's like, "Who are you talking to?" And like as he's like, he's getting a little rowdy with you. And this isn't your first confrontation with him. This is one of the ones that's kind of been going on. He's been a real annoyance towards you, and he actually just straight up calls y'all your first name. They don't even refer to you as Hellbound Jack or anything. He just straight up calls you Jack. He's like, "Get up."
Yeah, I mean, you said we're in individual cells. Like
Correct.
I,
So yeah, like picture like a force field right in front of you, and like cells, to the left and right of you, and across from you, and everything.
yeah, I don't think I'd pay a lot of attention to him unless there's like something going on outside, like an alarm going or something where he's trying to like get people's attention. But if he's just like banging on the wall telling me to like get up for no reason, I'm like I may like turn and like sit up in bed or something, but I wouldn't immediately hop to my feet like the good soldier boy or anything like that.
I mean, he straight up tells you like, you can ignore me all you want to, but later on the yard, we'll see who's ignoring who. And meanwhile, while he's talking to you, there's another inmate next to you, and it's just one of those things where this one seems more friendly towards you, and he's like, "Hey, like ignore him, he's no good," and he's like, "Remind me, why are you in here again?"
I, that's a good question.
How did you end up in prison?
um, well, Jack has been in and out of prison a few times. Um, this time, I'm assuming we'd have to do something pretty bad to end up in the vault.
Yeah.
Um, my guess, or not guess, I guess my idea would be I probably broke into like an evidence, like a high security evidence location, like
hmm
from like at a police precinct or something like that. Maybe at one of like not like Avengers Tower level something, but like I was trying
Shield
to get in
outpost.
somewhere. Yeah, I was trying to get in, find some evidence. I feel like people are hiding from other things in a place where I shouldn't have been. So breaking into a highly guarded evidence place.
And as you're like, retelling the story to him, or to the other inmate, and he's like, "Wait, so you got caught? It by police? It was by a hero? Like, I forget the story. Who were able to hold you down like that? You seem pretty powerful.
Uh,
Spirit of vengeance, maybe?" or some dirt? Like, who was able to, withdo you?
It would have been Daredevil.
Ah, so Daredevil was able to hold you down. He's like, I hear that's a tough guy. I mean, several people in here have had confrontation with Daredevil.
Misguided fool is what I'd call him.
Sounds like some animosity there. Sounds like.
Let's just say we don't see eye to eye on things.
Ooh, handicap joke. I get it. I get it. That's how you ended up here. And as you're like having this conversation, there's another thing going on the next floor. On the next floor up, Nemesis, you and Lady Deathstrike are in a common area right now, just kind of walking around, and she is asking you, "How did you end up here?" You've only been here, I would say, a few weeks. Jack, I'll probably say you've been here maybe like 3 months. You've been here, so like you're new but not brand new. Meanwhile, Nemesis, you've been here a few weeks. How did you end up here?
I think she would say um she was sealed away for quite a while, but those seals finally broke. As soon as she got out, that goddamn bastard of the god Hercules was waiting for her.
Lady Deathstrike's like, "Ooh, you mean big strong Hercules?"
Yeah, that bastard.
And she's like, "Well, why do you have a blindfold?"
It's sealing me.
Hmm, interesting. What happens if I was to take the blindfold off of you?
Give it a try, mortal.
And she's like, looking at you and everything. And are you able to sense the world around you? You see her just like moving her hands just like around your face. Like, how are you able to sense the world around you?
Usually she can sense people through divine powers. With her powers locked, she's actually just a little bit worse at it, but she's had thousands of years of being blindfolded, so she kind of just has a good feel for spatial awareness at this point.
And Lady Deathstrike is like, huh, interesting. And like, as you guys are like talking, you start to hear like the TV kind of start to get turned up. Like the volume on the TV has been turned up. Meanwhile, on the next floor up, um, a man in a gorilla costume is talking to the void. And again, this is your first day. Actually, no, this isn't your first day. You've also been here for a few weeks. And this man in a gorilla costume just straight up like, "Hey, Jarvis, come over here."
Yeah, what can I do for you?
I hear I hear you were once a a oh, I'm trying to think of the word. Uh I hear you once worked for a mall. I mean, everyone knows the mall's going, out of business. Is that true? You used to work for a mall?
I mean, I was a mall administrator. I guess you could say I worked for a mall, but I ran a mall successfully for
Well,
years.
successful is kind of tough. We see that the mall is declining these days. Uh, you got any crazy stories?
I my mall was destroyed by the Great Lakes Avengers. In particular, Squirrel Girl completely
Squirrel
just
Girl.
completely destroyed my mall.
Well, that's interesting. How does a single girl with some squirrels destroy a whole mall?
You would be surprised at the damage hundreds of squirrels can do to a shopping mall.
Sounds like you had a lot of nuts around you. I could as Gorilla Man, he just like he does like a big
That's
like gorilla chimpanzee like laugh.
it's pretty funny for a guy wearing a gorilla costume.
And like as you say that, like he's like, "What did you call him? What did you say?" And like the man stands up and he's all of 6'7", 600 pounds, and he's just like looking down on you right now. And he actually, what did you say?
You're wearing a gorilla costume. It's absurd. You look absurd. You should take some pride in your work.
And as you say that to him, he's like, "I'll see you later. I'll see you later." And he kind of starts to kind of walk away from you. And as these conversations are happening, you guys are also just walking around right now. Void, Jack, as your conversation is just going and going, um, everyone's cells just kind of open up, and so you're free to kind of walk around the prison. Where would kind of be the first place you would head to?
Um, I would go like, like, is this like everybody's like in the yard? Like, where would I go, or just like different locations in the prison, and you can choose to go
Different,
outside or whatever?
yeah, it would be like different locations within the prison. Yeah,
Yeah, and I'm assuming this is like allowed time out of your cell, not like the
correct,
prison shut down and all the doors just opened.
correct.
Um, I would definitely spend time outside. Jack is a heavy smoker, so he would go find a quiet corner in the yard, light up a cigarette, and observe the surroundings.
As you're doing your thing, I mean, you see people lifting weights, you see people doing push-ups, and this prison is just like filled of all different type of villains. I mean, some of them look normal, some of them look outrageous, and you see the man in the giant armadillo suit basically making his way towards you, um, and you kind of see him like cracking his knuckles as he's heading, towards you. And he stops kind of right in front of you, and he's like, "What was all this stuff from this morning?"
I just wanted you to leave me alone, man.
And
I got no business with you.
he's like, I've been watching you for a while now, and you cops are all the same. You guys think you're better than the rest of us. You probably don't even remember who I am. The name's Antonio Rodriguez, and yeah, you were the one who put me here. I need my revenge.
Is there like anything around us, like just objects or anything like that, or is it just like no, they like keep it very bare bones out here?
I would say let's make our first roll, first vigilance check. Let's go with the target number 11 for this vigilance check.
Fantastic 14.
Ooh.
With that fantastic, what do you think you see around? What are you
I
looking
also
for?
have investigation, which would give me an edge on vigilance
Hold
checks. But I already passed it, so no worries. Um, I obviously, dude's a large fella. I look like a regular middle-aged man who has seen better days.
on.
I'm not a big fella. I am not in like super strong man shape, nothing like that. So I'm immediately looking for something to play dirty, whether that is some sort of like height, one of the weights from the workout set, like anything I can get my hands on to try to even the playing field and create space between me and giant dude in a suit. Also,
I would
does
say
everybody have the collar things on? Like he's
everyone
still
does,
in
yes.
his suit, but he doesn't have powers. But he's still in his suit and he's really big.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah. Any sort of object that I can try to use to maybe even the
A-
playing field between me and Big Ugly.
as you're like talking to him, like you're kind of, you're kind of walking and talking to him, and you look down and you see that there's a nice little 25-pound weight, like just right there for you to kind of pick up if you wanted to. Um, there's also a couple of dumbbells and like a barbell as well.
Um, I would pick up the weight, like the plate, the 25-pound plate, and kind of like turn to like walk away in air quotes, and immediately like turn back around and like sling it at him while picking up like uh the weight bar.
So you're throwing at him?
Yeah, I want to like act like I'm gonna de-escalate the situation and try to walk away, but immediately like frisbee that thing back at his face.
Let's get an agility check for this one. Target number 11. See if you can hit him.
Do agility. Just an agility check, not like the actual
Correct.
attack roll. Okay,
No, yeah, non-combat.
cool. 15.
I mean, you throw this thing and you hit him directly in the head. And as you like hit him with it, a large crowd kind of starts to gather up, and you guys are basically in the middle of it right now. With this going on, Void, you hear the kind of ruckus going on outside. You guys are all still in your on your level, but you're able to look out and you see in the yard that there is a man in an armadillo costume going up against, a man, just a normal looking man. And what's going through your mind right now with that?
Um, Interesting. Just another way to pass some time while I'm sitting in here. Um, and yes, it seems it checks out. There's a guy in an animal costume fighting somebody else. So just another day in the vault.
As you like are looking and observing everything, um, you kind of walk away. What do you walk away and go do in this prison?
So I'm walking away from the window.
Yeah.
Um, I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna go sit down and pick up a book and start reading. Just another, just another day.
So as you're reading the book, you start to get like a real smelly smell around you right now. It like stinks real bad. It just smells like outside. Like, like a dog smell, like outside, like right now. It just smells like an outside smell. What are you thinking?
Um,
Do you
look
acknowledge
around.
it?
Say what?
I was like, yeah, what do you say when you get this real stinky smell?
Um, did is someone let a bunch of squirrels in here? It smells like animals running around.
And as you're like, you're reading your book and everything, you're looking around for a smell, you're just like, God, what is that? And you get a tap on your shoulder, and then someone just massive like picks you up by your collar and like picks you up just like that and like turns you around. And it's, Gorilla Man. And he is also starting to get kind of real violent with you right now. What do you want to do?
Um, Looks like I may have offended you. That wasn't intentional. If I could introduce myself, I'm the Void, as in the Void where Orange Julius used to be. And you are?
And he tells you his name is his name is Arthur Negan. Most people call him Gorilla Man. And you said your name is the Void. Are you stupid or something? There's already a Void out there.
Yeah, no, that's somebody else. It's a completely different Void. I'm the Void where Sam Goody used to be.
And he's like, that's stupid. And so he's starting to kind of mess with you a lot right now. And there's also starting to be kind of a crowd around you. So as he's holding you right now, what do you want to do? You said you're trying to de-escalate things.
Yeah, trying to de-escalate. So yeah, so I just wanted to like see if I can persuade him, if I can do an ego check just to see like, hey,
Yeah,
why don't you go down and we can go watch the armadillo fight.
yeah. Let's get an ego check, and if you got any traits to help out, you can let me know on that one too. It'll be a target number 11.
Yeah, I have presence. So I have an edge on ego checks to get people to pay attention or voluntarily do things for me.
All right.
And
So 13, then you get an edge, correct?
yeah,
Another 13.
and a 13.
You pass though, but how do you get him to calm down?
Um, hey buddy, didn't mean to offend you. We're gonna be stuck in here for a long time. Let's let's just go watch the fight and get through this one more day here in this gray, dull cell.
And I mean, he starts to calm down, and he kind of starts to walk with you back towards looking out the window. He starts to tell you his story that he was once a surgeon, and he was a researcher with animal human transplantation. And he starts to tell you kind of his ultimate background of like how he ended up where he was. At the same time, all this is going on. Nemesis, you and Lady Deathstrike seem to have strike up a friendship, and you also can look outside and see what's going on down. How do you respond to what you see going down out in the yard?
I think Nemesis turns to Lady Deathstroke and is like, Mortal, I can't see the fight. Give me the play-by-play.
And she goes to tell you that there's a large man dressed in what looks like she says like a badger or something, and then she's like, no, what it has armor on it. It might be an armadillo
What the
and
hell's an
fighting the
armadillo?
and she goes to tell you like how I mean, just imagine a rat covered in armor. That's really what it looks like, and she looks like the armadillo man is fighting against some sort of I don't know, I don't know, some man. I don't know. These men here at this prison, they're just always full of ego.
They
And
look angry. Does it look like there's some vengeance going on?
well, one of the men just picked up a plate and hurled it right at the head of the armadillo man, hitting him directly in the head. And a large crowd has started to kind of gather. This should be very interesting. And as she like she's talking to you, she's like, you know what? You are very curious. I haven't seen too many people like you. Um, I want to test your strength. Let's have an arm wrestling contest.
Sure thing, mortal. Let's see how you do.
And shit, before we start, if you lose, you have to give me all your meal for the rest of the week. And if I lose, I give you mine. Deal?
Deal, mortal.
All right. Let's get a melee check with a target number 11.
18.
Holy crap. 18. So as you guys are like arm wrestling, like you almost sent her flying through the table with how strong you were. Uh, and you start to see her body, like her arm and everything, like you literally broke her arm, and then you see her arm kind of slowly healing. Actually, does Lady Daystar got that? I think she can heal, right?
She does, but are her powers damped?
Dampened.
Hmm.
Unless she's working for the prison, she better be dampened.
Yeah, you know what? I'm looking at her right now. No, okay, yeah, she is not healing. And so, yeah, she is not healing right now. And so you definitely, put the work in on her. And as you like sent her, damage her real bad, a bunch of guards come running up to kind of see what's going on because you just caused a kind of loud commotion. So they're like trying to deal with stuff going on outside. There's another big group downstairs, below you, or no, this was above you. And then now you have a large group of, you know, security coming your way. And as they, walk upon you, they all have like we'll think of it like a gun. I mean, they have guns and they have it pointed right at you saying like, hey, calm down and lay flat on the ground.
I think,
Yeah.
let's see here. Nemesis is gonna scoff and say, "Mortals are so flimsy now."
And again, like they're threatening you to like get on the ground or they will shoot or things will get a lot worse if they activate their collar.
I think she's gonna. I don't think she's gonna get on the ground. I think she's gonna start walking towards the guards, cracking her knuckles.
Okay. So with that, let's also get an ego check for you. This one is going to be a little more difficult because there's multiple of them. We'll get an ego check with a target number 13.
Okay.
Fantastic
Fantastic
Dang.
15.
15.
So like as you're walking towards them, they're like starting to sweat. Like they're getting nervous, like they're threatening you and everything. They're getting nervous. And with that, we switch over to Jack. Jack, you just straight up threw this plate directly at this armadillo man, and he just hit in the head, boom, knocked out, out cold. Some people are like cheering for you, um, other people are like booing you. And as you walk up, you also see security all rushing you down right now. This default is non-violence. No violence is tolerated at all. And so they're telling you right now to get down.
Uh, yeah, I take just a real big drag off the cigarette still hanging from my lip and like lay down, put my hands behind my back.
Okay. So you go down willingly. They get you and they start to kind of take you back inside. And they're like, you're going to hear from the warden on this one. And with that, Void, you kind of see this man get arrested and things are kind of start to calm down now outside. You kind of start to what are you going where do you go from here?
So I just kind of shrug. The a brief moment of excitement through for just another dull, boring day, and I'm just gonna go back and sit down and get back to reading.
And as you're reading, someone turns on the TV. They turn it up real loud. Like it gets pretty loud, and they're like flipping through channels. And as they're flipping through channels, one of them kind of goes past the news, and it says like, "Oh, it's the third anniversary of the Rift Guard saving the universe." And so it's like a whole like CNN type report that's going on. And so you're kind of sitting there, watching what's going on. Um, Nemesis, I mean, you're heading right for these people, and they feel completely threatened. One of them, what you walking towards? Like, what do you want to do with you walking towards them, threatening?
I think Nemesis is down for a good old scrap right now.
Okay,
She's gonna try and punch a guard out.
let's get a melee check right quick. Target number 11,
Non-combat.
non-combat.
Oh,
Damn,
wow.
fantastic 20. You knock one out cold. You hit another one and another one. Like you're angrily going through this, and your button on your collar just goes off, and intense shock happens. So let me get my dice. So yeah, an intense shock just completely goes through you. You feel it. You're gonna take you're gonna take 7 damage just from this kind of intense shock going on. And with this shock, like it brings you to your knees, and you hear a voice come from the intercom and tells you that the next one won't be a shock. The next one will detonate. And as you're like hit the ground, uh, they kind of put cuffs around you and everything, and they start to kind of bring you to the warden as well. And as you know, both Jack and Nemesis are being brought towards the warden. You guys also pass the TV, and this TV is also on the third anniversary of the Rift Guards saving the universe. Uh, this is kind of a joyous day, so a lot of people are watching it. Some people are happy about it, some people are mad as they're kind of watching things unfold on the TV. A news anchor and commentators are talking, and commentators argue over like different things. Like they're talking about, oh, there's a movie being produced about what happened. The books were written. They're coming up to the bestsellers. There's some stage plays going on about what happened, and there's even a rumor coming out that there's a Rift Guards video game. At this point, the Rift Guards are legends, and they tell you that. Oh yes, what's this? The third anniversary? Did I say it right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys are legends, and someone just kind of flips through the channels, and as they're flipping through the channels, static just happens, and you see like a plume of fire and a single violent image or just something burning through the cover, and someone's like, "Nah, I don't want to watch that." And someone from the back yells out like, "Hey, whoa, 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 whoa! Like, turn that back!" And as you're like the guards at this point like have stopped. Like everybody's watching what's going on because this is massive. This is a massive alien vessel just slammed into a massive building in New York, and it's tearing through steel, concrete. You just see fires and smoke. Sirens are going off. You see on TV like people are just running and screaming, and then the broadcast just completely cuts out. And so at this point, like Jack, what are you thinking? Like your hands behind your back and everything. Everybody's paused right now watching. What are you thinking?
Um, I mean, is I'm assuming. Oh, you said while we were walking back through to the thing.
Yeah, yeah. So you guys were walking,
Yeah,
and then the news broadcast was on.
obviously I kind of have my own shit going through my head at the moment, but also, like we see explosions on TV. I'm definitely intrigued on what's happening. Would like to know more about what's going on, but mostly kind of focused on my own situation.
Void. I mean, you were sitting there reading a book, and this news broadcast was on and everything, and you just seen this massive alien ship hit New York. What are you thinking?
Yeah, I'm like gonna turn into a gorilla man. Just be like, finally, I'm tired of hearing about three guys, one portal.
And Gorilla
Like,
Man like definitely cracks a chuckle at that.
I've I've seen the infinite expanse of the cosmos and the inevitable heat death of all existence. They didn't do anything that big. They just delayed the inevitable.
And he's like, "Come on, man, is that what you really think? I mean, they did save the universe. You think it was fake?"
I don't think it was fake, but They just, they just put it off a little bit longer. We'll all fade into nothing eventually.
He's like, man, that's pretty dark. That is some dark stuff right there. And Nemesis, everyone kind of stopped. Like you has stopped as well. Like everyone's watching what's going on, and you just hear people describing the scene. You can hear the yells of people from the TV. What are you thinking?
Nemesis is probably a little confused. She's been in modern day for like 3 weeks. She's not entirely certain how news or the television really works.
To,
So she's
the
mostly just
talking
listening to
pictures.
people. Yeah.
And I would say like one of the guards is like, are you dumb? Do you not know what a TV is?
How am I supposed to keep up with all of your mortal doodads?
And
Dudettes.
he's like, this is called a TV, and what's going on now, we have no idea. We do not know what's happening in New York. And you hear people in the background like, it might be AI. I don't know. That doesn't really look real to me. It kind of looks fake. Uh, and with that, oh, I forgot to. Oh yeah. And with that, I mean, we see that what's going on in New York, and as the intercom comes on, and the warden's voice comes on, and he's like, "This is your warden. Everyone return to your cells right now." And he seems pretty serious, so everyone basically returns to the cells. I would say like I don't know, 3 days pass, and the warden comes on to the intercom again, and he calls out Jarvis Dufresne, Jack Morrissey, and the weird lady named Nemesis report to me. And so I would say like I don't know what 10 security guards come and grab you guys, escort you to his office.
Did I recover from the shock over those 3 days?
I would say yes, yes. I
That's
would say yes.
permanent 7 points of damage forever. So sorry about you.
You guys report to the warden's office, and he introduces himself as um, he says the name's Howard Hardman. And as you look at him, like he looks like I would say he looks like a businessman almost, but he's bald. He has on a blue suit, blue dress pants and a white shirt and a white tie actually, which white tie is kind of questionable. I don't know where he got a white tie from, but he introduces that I'm the warden of this vault, and you villains are nothing to me. Every single one of you, and at this point, like all three of you guys are in the same office. And the warden's office, as you look around, it's like completely clean. You see awards. You see like I don't know, best prison 2026. He's like he runs a tight ship around here. Um, and he's like, you three are nothing. You guys are indispensable. Do you guys want to make your lives a little bit better here?
What's a little bit better here mean?
Well, son, listen. I could cut down your time here at the vault. And he pulls out a file and he throws it to you. I see you owned them all, so you seem like a man of business. I see you're here for facing, looks like 40 years here at the vault. How would you like to get out a little bit sooner?
I mean, sooner by like tomorrow, then I'm interested.
He sits back and he chuckles. He's like, yeah, I can get you out of here tomorrow, boy. And what about you, Jack? You seem you're an ex-cop. You're a man of the law. Found yourself on the wrong side of it. It happens. But what happens next is up to you. How would you like to get out of here a little early?
Uh, Knowing how shady prison deals and stuff are, he like he'll do just about anything to get out of jail again because he doesn't want to be here. Um, but he knows like this is going to be a raw deal, no matter how you look at it. But he would definitely like he's not going to be excited about it, but he like kind of just nods his head, doesn't really say anything.
And he looks over at the blind woman and he says, "You, I really don't understand you, where you even came from. I don't know if we can hold you here forever, but we damn sure can try. How about we cut a deal? You may be able to take down some of my men, but I guarantee you won't make it out of here alive, ma'am. How would you like to make a deal?"
Get this pretty little necklace off me, and we'll talk.
And he at this point, he's like, "Let's talk business." And he goes to say, 3 days ago, an extraterrestrial craft crashed on Earth. The public saw what happened to New York, but what they didn't see is where the other ones went. There was more than one ship that fell. One of the ships fell somewhere far, far, far away from cameras. But me and my people, we look all over the world. One of these ships hit Antarctica, a restrict, ungoverned region known as the Savage Land. There are no satellites can lock on to the Savage Land. No drones have returned from when we sent them out. No one else has gone in. That's where you come in. The assignment is simple. Get to the crash site. Let's identify any survivor or any threats and just report back what you find. How's that sound? Do we have a deal?
Anything to get out of here.
Mr. Void? Actually, he would call you
Yeah,
Mr. Dufresne. He wouldn't
Mr.
call you guys by your
Yeah.
villain names. Mr. Dufresne,
Do do we know what the Savage Land is?
we will fill you in on what the Savage Land is on the flight over there. You can either
All right.
return to your cell or you can do some work for me. I want to know what's on those ships.
I could do with some fresh air. I'm in.
And Mrs. I don't know what I call you. I hate calling you Nemesis. What's your real name?
That is my real name.
What do you think? You're Beyonce? You got one single name? And I picture him like it's like a deep down south, like I don't know, Texas dude, and he like spits, I don't know, spits on the floor, and it's like, "Nemesis, ma'am, do we have a deal?"
Sure, I'll go frolic in the snow.
And he's like, "One final word before I dismiss you all. You're not being sent here because I trust you. You're being sent here because you're expendable, my bad, expendable. I don't like any of y'all, so if you die, that's on you. These trackers that's around you, we will be tracking your movements at all time. Your necklaces, your not necklaces, your monitors or
Caller.
whatever. Collar, yeah. I don't know, I couldn't think of the word. Your collars will remain around your neck until you get there. Once you're there, we will deactivate it from a remote location. And for the first time in weeks, you guys are leaving the vault. Not many people get to say that. And so at this point, you guys all get on the plane, and this is your first official time meeting. And as you're on the plane, like you see videos of different ships hitting different parts of Earth. That's pretty cool,
Pretty good.
huh?
That's pretty good.
How about you describe, Void? Describe what you're seeing on this screen. There's a monitor in front of you, and you guys are seeing something on the screen. What are you guys seeing?
Yeah, it's looks like a video of a plane crash,
It's a spaceship.
of a spaceship crash.
Do you
Uh,
mean what we're actually
So like
seeing or what our characters are seeing?
sorry.
Because we see a regular airplane crashing on our screen.
That was the best I could do. I could find a spaceship crash.
So
Didn't want to throw the
the
Challenger on there.
the in-flight movie is spaceship crashing.
Yes, you see the spaceship kind of hitting New York, and you see another one hitting London. You see another one hitting all parts of the different, all parts of Earth. And as you guys are watching this, like the ticker at the bottom of the screen is like the Avengers, the Avengers responded, and none of them returned. The X-Men responded. There's been no word from the X-Men. Fantastic Four, they're all off planet right now. The Rift Guards haven't been seen in a few years, and all of the major teams right now seem to either be off-world or missing. And a voice comes over kind of the intercom, and it is the Warden. He says, "As you can see, all of the superhero teams have been taken out. There's been little small, you know, guerrilla teams hitting different locations, but none of them seem to have saw this one hit the Savage Land." And at this point, he's like, "Has anybody ever been to the Savage Land?"
Is it something that's like even
Yeah.
like me, Ethan? I don't really know what the Savage is. It like just a place on Earth, or is it like an alternate like dimension kind of thing? What is the Savage Lands? And would our characters know what the Savage Lands are?
Uh, hmm. I don't think any of you guys' character would know what the Savage Land is. Uh, so I mean, you asked the question, "What's the Savage Land?" In the Savage Land, he tells you, it's like the Savage Land is what happens when evolution misses a meeting and decides to keep the party going anyway. Right now, you're on your way to Antarctica, and this is like a secret that the planet refuses to explain. It's a prehistoric ecosystem sealed between the polar ice, outside white death and sub-zero winds. Inside, there's a thick emerald jungle. This is why we can't get any of the satellites to return images of what's going on there. Humid air filled with heavy pollution, the sounds of large moving. This is the only place on Earth where dinosaurs still exist. The ground is uneven, the roots are alive, vines hang everywhere. Uh, Dinosaurs roam without apology. Some hunt, some wait. There's volcanoes. There's a little bit of everything there. No skyline, no satellites, no tech can penetrate any of the thick, lush jungle. What's there? Not a lot of people can say. So if you return, you will be one of the few who know what the Savage Land holds. Any other
Are we
questions?
yeah, are we going to be issued some appropriate gear? Are we we're do we dress for cold? Do we dress for hot? Are we going to be fighting aliens and dinosaurs?
Well, son, we don't know what's in those ships. We just know that they're not from Earth. And as far as weapons, look at your hands. Your weapons, it's those two. Whatever powers that you possess. And and you can hear him like, flipping through papers, and he pulls up your file, And he's like, yeah, Mr. Void. And he says your name like sarcastically. He's like, what are you, dumb? There's already a void out there.
That's someone else completely. I'm the void where Babbage's used to be.
And he's like, and he goes quiet for a second. And you hear him and like you hear him talking to somebody. He's like, you hear this jackass talking about some Babbages? And he's like, you got what you came with. What is what is Mr. Dufresne like? Could you tell me like what does he have on? What does he look like right now?
Are yeah, are we still in like prison clothes or
Yeah,
I
are we
would
back in
say,
our regular outfits?
yeah, you guys are in your outfits that you came in with. You know, in prison, like they take whatever clothes you came in with.
Hmm.
Same situation. No
all
more
right,
orange jumpsuit.
so yeah, so I'm just dressed in like business casual.
Okay. He's like, huh, business casual, huh? You're about to be in for a nice little meeting, I guess.
Jack is real confused why we have Mr. Business Casual. Like, obviously, you look at Nemesis and you're like, I get it. I understand why she's here. But then you have Mr. Polo and khakis and his New Balance whatever number. And it's like, I don't know who this guy is. And I am so weirded out why he is here with us.
Yeah, that's a good point. And at this point, the warden is like, look around you. You three are the only ones sent on this mission. So how about you introduce yourselves to each other now? Who want to
Well,
introduce
gentlemen
themselves first?
and
Yeah.
lady and gentlemen, fellas, guys, I'm Jarvis Dufresne. As you may have heard, I used to be a mall administrator, but I've encountered Oblivion. I've seen the infinite, dark, cold depths of space, and uh, yeah, I have an understanding of gravity. I don't know. I don't know how to
You're
phrase
a
it.
strange dude, Jarvis. You're a strange dude. Uh, Jack would like always lighting a cigarette or smoking a cigarette all the time. Just kind of like very hesitantly, like just looks at you like, all right, dude, whatever.
And
Like,
so I
who
actually
cares
know, and
about running a mall? Like, what?
I reach into my pocket, and I've got business cards, and I hand one to each of you.
Oh man, I hate you so much. I love it.
Nemesis is
It's a-
very confused. She can't read the business card.
Yeah,
He just like gave her a
I
paper
love it.
card. She has no idea what it
Oh
is.
yeah, yeah, but and yeah, now I'm a contractor for hire.
Sounds like a scam artist to me.
All I can think of is like Bruce Banner just showing up in regular old clothes, and everybody who doesn't know who he is just like, why? Like Tessa Thompson in
Yeah,
Ragnarok, she's like,
yeah.
"What are you gonna do?" Because she doesn't know that he's the
Right.
Hulk. It's like, what? Why are you here? I understand, like we all have powers. I get that, but why is this stepdad looking motherfucker going on this mission with us? This is no sense whatsoever.
Nemesis,
Uh,
what are you thinking there?
I think Nemesis was like, mortals. Well, I am Nemesis, daughter of Nyx, goddess of vengeance. I've fought the Olympians to the death, and soon we will do so again.
See, I could work with that. Still just looking at Jarvis. Like, that sounds like something we can handle. Even though I do look like a regular guy, I still am judging what Jarvis looks like.
Yeah, Jack, what's going through your mind? Did you already introduce yourself?
I mean, I would like not put my hand out to shake the hand of a blind person because that's extremely rude, but like hesitantly, like while I'm talking to Jarvis about why in the world are you here, like very nonchalant, like whatever, handshake, sure, whatever. Also, like looks wise, I know Josh had to describe what he looked like. Just classic cop TV show. That is what Jack looks like. Like the brown trench coat, like collar kind of popped up, the loose fitting tie that's kind of loosened down a little bit. Always has a cigarette in his mouth. Short brown hair, brown eyes, kind of not full beard, but kind of 5 o'clock shadow all the time. Just looks dark around his eyes. Just real disheveled looking ex cop. Always looks like he's in a bad mood all the time. Just kind of annoyed to be wherever he's at all the time. But yeah, he is confused with Jarvis, kind of happy to just be out of prison again, and is really putting a lot of eggs in the basket of the giant Greek god that we're standing next to.
Yeah, Nemesis. I mean, what are you with you being able to like smell the cigarette that's going on, you hear both of them kind of introduce yourself talking. Uh, in the back, you also, I would say, in the back, you can basically sense your sword is around, but you do not have access to it, at least not yet. But what does Nemesis look like?
She looks like um basically a Roman warrior, a Roman or Greek warrior. Wearing armor and a cloak, and she has a blindfold on with a bunch of arcane symbols across it that are visibly glowing.
Yeah. Honestly, I like the way Jack said, like reaching out with his hand. That would be kind of funny. Like you reach out with your hand for a handshake, and you realize like, oh, she's
Yep.
blind.
Don't do that to blind people. It's rude. It's like trying to
So
offer a dwarf, like pick them up so they can reach something. Like, don't do that.
yeah,
That's bad. Just don't do that.
yeah. So yeah, this is quite the flight. Any other questions or anything as the warden is kind of listening to all the introductions and everything. The warden's voice is kind of all around you guys. Any other questions about the mission or what you're looking forward to?
You said we're just going to investigate the crash site, right? Try to figure out what it was that landed, or do we have more?
Correct. So
Uh,
like what it was
things?
that landed.
Do
Looking
we
for
need to try to bring
survivors.
something back? Do we need to like
You're
take
supposed to
pictures of something? Like,
yeah, you'll just end up reporting what you found. And if there's any survivors or any threats, you guys either bring them back or neutralize the threats.
license to kill 007.
And he reminds you, like, you guys are villains. There's no holding back on this one. I don't know what's out there, but there's no holding back. And out of the ceiling, each one of you guys have received like a earpiece, like an ear jack, so you can stay in constant communication with each other, but also with the warden. So this is a way for you guys to stay in contact with each other. As you guys get closer on this, oh wait, was there any other questions or anything?
I don't know what I would call us.
How are we getting back?
Uh, yeah,
Obviously, we're getting
what's
dropped off now. Like, do we have
yeah,
a phone number to be like, hey, Uber,
yeah,
we're ready to
what's
go?
extraction look like if things get crazy?
If things get crazy, he's like, I'm trying to think. If things get crazy, they'll send a basically they'll send another plane out to come get you all, but that plane will not be here for another 3 days. So like once this one drops you off, he will reach out to you and tell you where the next extraction point is. That way you can extract out.
So we're on our own for at least 3 days.
Correct.
Awesome.
Anything else?
Let's get it over with.
As you guys come closer to Antarctica, I mean, you guys see everything starts to get cold and everything, like everything is real cold. There's ice around, and then all of a sudden you just see a lush jungle. And the voice, the warden tells you, welcome to the Savage Land. And this plane, basically at this point, lands and drops you off, or it lands right here. The collars on your neck, they were flashing red. They now are flashing green. They are still around your neck, but now they are flashing green. And each of you guys start to feel kind of your full strength come back. The locker in the back opens up, revealing a sword that belongs to Nemesis. Nemesis goes and grabs it. And at this point, you guys, I would say, as you guys were flying in, like you can also kind of see where the ship fell at, and so you guys are basically trekking through the jungle right now to go get it, and the plane takes off again. As you're like trekking through the jungle, you can still visibly see the smoke in the air, and you guys are basically heading that direction.
Somebody learned how to do animated maps, I see.
Hey man, I've been messing around,
Look
huh?
at him. Look at him. Just gotta shout it out. I see you. I see you.
Yes, for right now there's a lush jungle with a waterfall, flowing, and you kind of take in the beauty of everything. You hear bird sounds all around you. You see bugs and everything flying around, snakes going around. And you can just always kind of hear things in the jungle. Just something's always constantly moving around. And
We have powers back, right?
correct.
Collars turned off. Did we get
Yes.
told don't remove the collars? Like, does it have to stay on? Or can I get rid of the collar without it blowing up?
I would
Are
think
we
this
told
is one
one
of
way
the
or the
ones.
other?
Those are ones that he would have to say keep the collar on, because any attempt to
Okay.
remove the collar
Yeah. So the power
results in an
dampening
explosion.
got turned off, but the
Correct.
explosive part of it, like Suicide Squad style, to where they can still control us. So like they can
Correct.
still blow it if they need to. Okay. Cool. As soon as we get like off the plane and like on the ground and we have our powers back, immediately like just like to test it, Jack just kind of like takes a big drag off his cigarette, puts it out on the ground, and like smoke just starts like pouring out of his sleeves of his trench coat, and he just kind of like inhales that smoke and then just kind of just fades away.
Ooh, nice. With that going on, Nemesis, I mean, you can't see what happened, but you can obviously smell. Wait, I can't remember. Do you
And
have
it
heightened
smells
senses?
different too.
She doesn't really have heightened senses, so
Normally she would if she didn't have the blinders on. The blinders make you normal, right?
the
Is that how you described it?
yeah, so the blindfold is nerfing her a lot. It's also fully taking her sight. So normally she could actually just see fine if she's not wearing the blindfold.
Okay, so then this might be one for Void. Void, you just saw all this smoke that just happened and how he inhaled it. What's going through your mind?
And I thought smoking was bad for him. Oh, sorry, I thought smoking the cigarettes was bad for him.
When our powers come back too, I'm gonna say that Nemesis suddenly looks at Void and goes, "Oh, now there's some wanting of vengeance I haven't felt so pure in quite a while. Tell me, mortal, what wrong happened to you to feel that way?"
Squirrels.
What the hell are Nemesis is completely confused by that.
Business casual, middle-aged man dressed in a polo and just has a vendetta against squirrels. I love it so much. Jack obviously hates it, but Ethan loves it.
Nemesis actually has a little bit of respect.
It's like, hey,
She feels the level of vengeance. She doesn't know what squirrels are.
the first thing that Jarvis is gonna do is we're gonna run into a squirrel somewhere or something similar to a squirrel, and you're just gonna make it vanish, explode it into nothingness. And they're like, okay, I see you, calm down.
I mean, we are in a jungle, so anything could appear at any moment.
But yeah,
As
let's.
you guys are walking through, um, a jungle canopy is split open like flesh. Trees snapped in half. The earth fused to black glass. Steam rises where the ice once lived, in a dominating horizon. I don't know, there's a little extra stuff. But a massive alien ship burned in half, half exposed. In the hole is torn open like a rib cage. Let me get you guys to it. The ship is on fire, different spots of it, and something inside is kind of feel like it's drawing power somewhere. There are no alarms going off or anything. Just a just fire and kind of low pulsing hum. And so at this point, you guys enter in through. You guys can enter in through this way. I'll say this is the entrance right here.
All right, all right.
Oh, okay. Characters are very
Yeah.
big.
Yeah,
She's a thick boy. Damn, girl.
Oh, all right. Let me shrink these guys a little bit.
Yeah.
Try to make them all the same size. Okay. Let's roll for initiative, just in order to kind of explore what's going on. Oh, let me get it put up. Um, there you go.
Also, for you other player guys, I'm assuming we're gonna have to keep our tokens small if you don't want to have to resize it every time. If you like double click your guy
Mm-hmm.
to where it brings up the token settings, or you can hit the little cog. If you click character sheet and then the little like person with a cog next to it at the top of that, it should bring up your like token settings. And if you
Oh,
hit like use selected token, it'll keep that size every time. Like, and it'll depend on the map, like the size of the map, whether we need to be that small or bigger or whatever. But that's what I did last time, and it seemed to keep me small whenever I needed to be small. So if you guys wanted to do that, it might help a little bit. So Jordan doesn't have to keep resizing them every time.
I didn't know that.
See, I've been doing my thing too. I'm preparing a
I
game
see.
right now. I got you.
I see.
And you said roll for initiative here.
Correct. And this is just kind
Right.
of to explore what's going on.
Yeah.
And I've got situational awareness trait, so I've got an edge on initiative checks.
Nice. Okay.
Well, I got a fantastic on initiative checks.
Oh,
Hey,
so
so
did
did you.
I.
Attaboy. You beat me by one, you son of a gun.
So let me see if I can get a
Uh,
616 here. Nope.
611. That's close, right?
Close. I'm gonna have to get me a pair of them New Balances. You keep outrunning everybody like that.
Add you to the turn order. Okay. So
Oh yeah, 16.
we got a 17.
Regular 17 for Nemesis, Fantastic 17 for Void, and Fantastic 16 for me.
All right. So we'll just keep it in the order like that. So Void, Nemesis, Jack. Uh so like I said, you guys come up on this massive alien ship that seems to be crashed down, and you guys enter the ship. Oh, I forgot to mention. And so as you guys are like walking through this jungle, you hear the voice of the warden like talking to you, uh telling you everything about, that you need to know, like about the collars, how they're deactivated, your powers are back. However, if you attempt to remove it, Uh, and as he's like telling you about removing it, you just start to hear static and everything in the earphone. And you guys call out to each other like, "Hey, like, are you hearing this?" And he's like, "I can hear you just clear." And he's like, "Hey, can you got do you?" And it just crackles out. And so now you have lost communication with the warden.
Of course we have. But we can still earpiece with each other, just not out
Correct.
of the jungle.
Correct.
Gotcha. Cool, cool, cool.
So like I said, this ship is you come up on a massive ship right now. Uh what do you guys want to do? I mean, you look around, it's dark. You see power kind of flickering. And oh, I forgot to mention, by the way, it's also nighttime too. So it's completely dark. You guys are in the middle of the jungle. It's nighttime, and now you found the ship. You see fire, lights are flickering, um, and you just see this massive ship, and now you're exploring it. So, Void, you are free to kind of take your movement.
Yeah. Well, I hope there's nothing around here that comes out at night. Um, but yeah, I want to just kind of take a look around then, and see, yeah, like is which I guess yeah, I guess see if there's any indication of survivors. Um, yeah,
Who was
if I
controlling the ship, try to find survivors, and any other information we can pull
Okay.
from it.
yeah.
So which direction you want to go? I mean, I know you guys can see everything, right? I just
Yeah.
realized.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fine. So I mean, just pick a direction, and then we'll kind of see what's there.
Yep. Oh, yeah. So yeah, I'm just gonna kind of walk down this hallway
Okay.
straight ahead.
As you're kind of walking, you come up on kind of a looks like an alien like hat like I mean, it looks alien. Like it doesn't look like it's from Earth. And you look down and you read, and it's floating in one of those like stasis tubes. And you see on the monitor in front of it, it says subject, brood hatchling, parasitic shock organism, aggressive but disposable. And you see it, and it just has like a big head and little beady eyes and sharp teeth and sharp claws and everything. So it looks pretty dangerous, but it's currently in stasis. Nemesis, I mean, you're off exploring your own thing. Where are you going?
I think Nemesis is gonna kind of go kind of more towards this area,
Okay.
kind of heading towards this rear door.
Okay. So you come up on a uh some sort of unknown organism. I mean, it looks like it's an egg. I mean, it's organic pod about the size of like a melon. And as you're looking at it, you almost let's for you, let's do an ego check. No, a vigilance check, sorry. Let's do a vigilance check with the target number 11 for you.
Okay. 18.
Dude, you passing with flying colors.
I'm
You
rolling well
notice,
tonight.
Good
yeah,
God. Yeah.
you notice kind of when you get close to it that it almost starts to react to kind of your presence, and it kind of starts to kind of open slowly. What do you want to do? Continue to kind of stay looking at it, or do you want to back away?
Can I try and stab it? I feel like
Yeah.
that's Nemesis's go-to. This is something new. Let's stab it.
Uh,
These eggs are way too wet. Let's just stab it.
let's
Like it's
before you do that,
moving, she's gonna stab it.
I mean, we were told, kill things.
let's before you do that, let's do a. Actually, we'll come back to you. We'll come back to that. We'll come back to that. Jack, where do you want to go?
I'm assuming all these doors are open. Like that looks like a door. That looks like a
Correct.
door. Like the doors next to Nemesis. Like you can just see into all these rooms and stuff when you walk past.
Correct.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, a lot of them are damaged. Some of them you might have to pry open and everything.
Yeah.
But for the most part, yeah.
If I could, like, we just come in here, and if this door to the right is open, and I see like these glowy blue tube things, I'm immediately just gonna check that out. Do like I have investigation as a trait. Uh, Character is an expert investigator. They have an edge on vigilance checks to spot clues, and on logic checks related to interpreting clues.
All right.
So I want to just because obviously this stuff is all not to be too on the nail, but alien to us all. But yeah, I would like. I mean, first things first. We walk in. I see this stuff. I don't know what's going on, so I would stop and before going into the middle of the whole room, I would stop and go down the first hallway.
Okay. Before we do that, I forgot to go back. Let me go back up a little bit um to Void. Void. I mean, do you want to tell the group? Would you at this point? I mean, you guys aren't close at all, but do you want to tell them what you saw or anything?
Yeah. So yeah. Hey guys, I'm looking at an alien in a little containment unit. It looks nasty, like a squirrel, but bigger,
Comparing
meaner.
everything to squirrels. It's
Really,
everything's
I really like
compared to
that.
malls or to
It's
squirrels. That's
it's
it.
yeah, it's probably, I don't know, maybe 80 squirrels big.
Danger level 80 squirrels,
80
give or take.
teacher level 80
I
squirrels.
actually like that a lot. Yeah, it compares everything to
That
squirrels.
makes me real happy. The squirrel obsession is chef's kiss. It's so good. Would we know as like has the brood attacked our Earth yet or anything
No,
like that? Like we wouldn't know
not
anything what the
not
brood
that you
is.
guys know of. No. So
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
this is all brand new for you all.
Separating old character from new character. I'm trying to
Correct.
figure out what I know and don't know.
Yeah, no, this is all, as you say, alien to
Yeah.
you.
And as Void comes over the intercom, I'm still calling him Jarvis because he looks like a Jarvis. And I haven't seen the Void yet. I've only seen Jarvis. But as Jarvis comes over the earpiece and says this thing about a slimy looking squirrel creature thing, I am just confused beyond belief. Like, what is this guy talking about? Why is he here? I'm waiting for him to just like eat the whole world with a giant black hole or something. It's going to be great. But as of now, I'm really confused.
What about Nemesis?
Well, Nemesis is more preoccupied with the thing she wants to kill in front of her. She'll go back to kill that later. She's like, oh, another thing to kill. Great. If we're lucky, their families will swear vengeance on us all.
So you're
And
just trying to make everybody mad, everything mad all the time. I like that.
and like this is all happening at the same time. So before you take a stab at the egg, uh what's your name again? Jack. Yeah, I gotta remember everybody's name.
Yeah,
Jack.
earlier you kept saying like calling me Jack, and I'm like, who's Jack? Oh, that's me. My bad.
I don't know, gotta get used to the new
Because I'm
names.
thinking you're saying Jax, who was in
Yeah.
our last
Yeah.
thing, and I'm like, he's not here.
Okay,
Man.
good. I'm
What are you
not the
doing?
only one.
Yes, 100% going through my head the whole time. But anyway, continue. What were you saying?
So Jack, you come up on you're kind of looking at these two empty cryotube, and on the front of them they're labeled Xenomorph 1, Xenomorph 2. And that's all you kind of see. They're just completely empty. Um, but with them being empty, two of them, or both of them are completely busted out, I should say. Like the glass is completely busted out.
Yeah. Not like they were opened on purpose, but they shattered the glass and escaped.
You know the glass is shattered.
Okay. But like, is the door closed? Or is the door open
Uh,
and the glass is shattered?
I mean, the door was open. I mean, this is like an impact, so I mean, you don't know
It
what
could have
caused
just
what.
jarred it loose, can't tell. Okay. Could I investigate like the latch on the doors with my
Okay,
investigation
let's
and
do.
see if I can tell
What
if
is
it's
that?
like got busted open or if it was released on purpose?
Let's do a vigilance check. Target number 11.
Oh, and I get an edge on this roll. 17. I'm gonna try to get a fantastic
Dude, you
just
guys are like
because.
freaking swimmingly going past these things.
Uh, Same thing. So no, just a regular 17 to study the
So
latch on the doors.
So you look at the latch, and like as you start to look closer, you actually see like some sort of green material on the latch. And on the latch, it actually looks like burn marks. And as you start to like look around more, you notice that there are actually like a lot more burn marks as you look around the room that you're currently in.
Like where the green material is. Like,
Correct.
okay. Yeah, I would. I mean, because I'm like a cop, I'm used to, or back in the day, I'm used to working with a team and stuff. I would immediately like radio the crew, like, hey, looks like something has busted out of some tubes over here. No idea what it is. Be on the lookout.
And as it like comes over the radio, now Nemesis, let's do a melee check with a target number of 13.
Non-combat or attack.
This will be a non-combat still.
Okay.
Damn.
22.
Holy crap, dude. All right.
Gee.
22. So you stab, and there's 3 eggs,
He's
by the
very
way.
good at stabbing.
I see. I
Hey, as
see.
a person that has played stabby characters, I feel you. I know what it's like.
As you stab through one of the eggs, oh, how many? There's 3 eggs. What are you doing with all 3 of them? I should say. I should ask you.
If they're moving, I'm stabbing.
So right now you just kind of see the egg like slowly kind of opening up.
Yeah.
And as you stab, like you stab through it, and you hear some sort of creature on the inside just like squeal real loud. And I assume you stabbed all 3. And you killed what was inside. Now what?
I seem to have found some eggs. They are dead. No clue if their mother will swear vengeance yet.
That's
Uh,
Oh man.
so yeah,
Squirrels
you
don't
straight
hatch
up.
from eggs.
The squirrels
uh,
have evolved into egg hatchers. So no.
Strange
with you
space
stabbing it,
squirrels.
what do you want to do now? Like you just stabbed it. You just heard the squeal of something on the inside of all these eggs.
I think she'll like look at her sword and like kind of like kick the egg and see if she can like look at what's inside.
When you pull your sword out of these eggs, you see like some sort of green material, almost looks like blood. Um, and as you look in, you see a pale, fleshy like spider organism, about the same size of like a small dog, even though these eggs are a little bit bigger than melon, yeah. Than a small dog with about 8 long bony fingers, and they are looks like a hand designed to like grab something. Um, and there's also a thick, muscular tail that is coiled on the inside, and it just looks like some sort of slimy creature on the inside.
Bad news, mortal obsessed with squirrels. It looks like these are the children of Arachne.
With that void, what do you want to do?
Um, well, the alien I'm looking at doesn't look anything like what you're describing. Can I examine it just to see if I can tell or look around for notes or anything that describe what this thing is or any weaknesses it might have?
Yeah, sure. We'll do a vision check as well.
See, and I have an yeah, I have heightened senses. So I think which would give me an edge on vigilance check to perceive things.
Okay, I'll
That
give it to you.
okay? I didn't have much. 11.
Heightened senses, man.
11 does pass it though. Um, and so wait, what do you want to know? Like if it's anything else you can find about it?
Yeah. Yeah. Anything I can find out about? Does it look like it has any weak spots? Are there any notes in this room where it's being
I was
studied that?
I would say in this room, you just see the just the tube and you just get the name of what it is. Like you know it's some sort of parasitic organism and it is highly aggressive. But as far as like any other information, you would not be able to find it on in this room.
It doesn't say squirrel on these papers anywhere.
Yeah, it's not like any squirrel I've ever seen.
Where do you want to move to?
Um, so I will so it looks like the room across from me is on fire. Can I see anything in there or is it just all in flames? Um,
It looks like it's all in flames, but if you kind of look, oh wait, which room you look? Okay, that one right there.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, you look in that room and it's completely flamed. Everything is just kind of scorching on fire there. Um, no, nothing from what you can tell is anywhere in there.
Okay. I'm gonna move down the hallway towards the yeah, looks like probably the front of the ship.
Actually, let's back up a little bit. So since you're heading that way, you
Oh,
actually stop at one of the doors, and the door is like barely open. Looks like you would need to pry this door open. This is a pretty strong door. It looks like something or someone was trying to keep things out. So this is going to be a little bit tougher. Let's get a melee check with a target number 15.
um, instead of a melee check, so I'm not a strong guy, so I'm not gonna try and pry this up with my hands. Other than just to like to see like does it open? Um, can I instead just use a send basically just do an attack on it?
Yeah, sure. If you can, let me grab. I'm pretty sure to bust through doors. Hang on one second. Okay, so with this is you would have to do at least 20 damage to it to bust it.
Okay. Um, I'm gonna give a shot. Let's see, that would be no, that's not vigilance. Cancel. Oh, just a 15.
15 was enough. So that was your attack, right?
Yes.
Um was that a power attack or just like a regular
Oh
attack?
yeah, sorry. So I blast the door with gravity waves, and do a force attack on it. And it's an elemental blast, but of a force.
Okay, so doing 22 damage to it.
15. Oh,
Oh,
oh, sorry.
22
15 was the hit.
damage,
Sorry.
15 to hit.
Yeah, sorry. 22 to hit.
yeah. So
Or
22
2.
damage Yeah, so boom, you hit it, and the door it definitely like bent in a lot, but it's currently still standing. So if you can end up getting like another attack like that in, it'll completely bust the door. But with that, we'll go over to Nemesis. Nemesis, what are you doing after you just, observe what was on the inside of it?
I think she hears the racket behind her and is like, "Oh, a fight!" and runs over. Uh, Disappointed to see it's just a door, but she's gonna try and wrench the door open for him.
It's a metal monster. You have to kill it.
Okay, so you're doing what type of attack are you doing?
Uh,
Just a regular melee or using a power?
it would be a regular melee.
Okay. So he did 22 to it, and it needs at least 40 damage.
Okay.
39.
Uh,
So close.
you like, I mean, you would tell us how you hit in the door. How about that?
I think she just like she like puts her sword to the side and just like grabs the like buckled pieces and just like yanks them.
And the door is kind of being pried open right now. It's still standing, but looks like it's enough if you can continue to hold it and keep it pried open enough for someone to get through it. Uh, Jack, what are you doing?
After investigating in the blue material or blue green acidy material room here, I would kind of fully check the room, like all the way down to the end, see if I see anything else. Obviously, the next room is on fire.
Mm-hmm.
I am not immune to regular fire, so I'm not going to be just walking through that. Um, I'm assuming same thing like what Jarvis did. He kind of looked into the room. Is there anything in particular I can see through the flames? Or is it just kind
Not
of everything burnt down? If it's not burnt, it's covered by flames in the middle of
correct.
being burnt down. Okay.
Correct.
Yeah, so I would finish kind of checking out the room I'm in and then head back down. Also, if I heard the two loud bangs that just happened, um, I believe like whenever I come around the corner here, I'm not like run into it or anything like that. Like, don't know these people. I'm not super worried about them, like whatever. But there's definitely like slight smoke kind of coming out of my sleeves. No flames or anything yet, but definitely on edge now that I've heard some loud noises and stuff and found, like burns through some latches and it looks like something has broken out and we know Nemesis has stabbed something already. Void has or Jarvis has found a tube of another sort of crazy looking alien, like just being on my toes. But honestly, just I guess we can't go farther to the top here, right? Because that whole hallway's on fire, or can we still make it down that hallway?
You can still make it through this one. You would definitely have to be careful making it through this one.
Okay. I will, since they are kind of fighting the door over there, that direction, I'm gonna go the other way and keep going up to the top and see what I can
Okay.
see in this intersection here.
Let's see if you can squeeze through there without taking any damage from fire. And
Some
so,
agile
yep,
business.
let's get an agility check going with the target number 11.
I can agile just a little bit. 13.
13 makes it through, and you are presented with a room kind of in front of you. So you make it, I would say you make it through.
To the right, right. To the left, you can see that it doesn't go anywhere. So it would have to be like to the right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
And you come up on kind of another stasis tube, kind of described uh like with what Void said. But this one says subject name Phalanx Technology or Phalanx Techno Organism Assimilation Unit. And this one says the status is quarantine. and it has a warning underneath: "Do not touch. Highly prone to assimilation." And you just see, as you look at it, you see like black and yellow goo just like kind of floating around in the water and everything. And as you kind of, investigate it, get close to it, you see that it can actually make a face, and the face appears to look exactly like you.
What'd you say it was called? Phalanx what?
Uh, it's the phalanx, but it is a techno-organic unit, and it's
Gotcha.
been
Okay.
quarantined.
Quarantined.
And
Gotcha.
currently it made a face that looks exactly like your face.
Yeah, we don't like that at all. We definitely don't get close to it and mess with it. I am not a scientific man, so I'm not worried about looking for anything extra. It's locked away. It's fine. Unless I see a giant button that says destroy this thing, I'm not messing with it at all. I'm assuming on the other side of it, like through that door there, like I see
Everything
more
else is on
flames and
flame.
stuff. Yeah, everything else
Hmm.
that way, not gonna mess with. Um, yeah, so like I said, I'm not gonna mess with. I'm not here to take scientific notes, so I go back and join up with them in the hallway over here.
Okay. I mean, everybody has now joined you, Void. Um, you two are trying to tear down a door. What do you want to say to Jack, or anything you want to say to him, or what do you want to do at this point?
You're
Um,
muted. Oh no, you're not. Never mind.
oh,
I thought
there
I
we go.
saw your mouth
Yeah.
moving. You're good.
So, so we still haven't seen anything alive yet. Let's keep searching.
Okay. So, right now, I mean, the door is basically damn near broken. It's been held open right now. Just 1 point damage, or at this point, you could just open it up with a target number 3 for a melee check.
Think I can handle that.
Oh, I
Even
hope
if you
you
have
do.
a
It's gonna be
zero,
real
you're
funny.
guaranteed to roll a three.
Hey, look at that.
So yeah, you pry both doors open, and now you're kind of free to go inside. As you look down the hallways, you see a couple computers, couple screens. What do you want to do?
Yeah, looks like a couple of different rooms with screens. So I'm just gonna pick the one uh to my right as I'm going in there. And just take a look around and see if there's anything that can tell us what's going on.
Let's you're doing like some computer stuff, you're doing some digging, doing some little investigating. Let's get a vigilance check going to see if you can navigate your way through through this alien tech, basically.
11.
11 gets you. You lucky you got that investigation. What was your investigation trade or something?
Um heightened senses.
Okay. So you're looking through this and you come up on a video log. And the video log, uh it has a static images, and then like you're looking for it, it's static on the video, and then everything stabilizes. A tall figure stands alone, calm, unwounded, and precise. And it says, you hear it says containment has failed. And it says you see the crew responding, and the figure says that I am initiating the crisis protocol. Savage land biome identified as survivable containment zone. And he turns away from the camera and he steps into kind of a reinforced floor panel. And then he says the engineer legacy must be preserved. And then the floor seals, the screen kind of statics out, kind of glitches, And kind of for a quick second, you see a shadow cross behind the camera. A tall, angular, all black figure. It was hard to make out, but you know you saw it. And from there, the video just goes static. With that,
So,
oh yeah, go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
see, yeah, guys. So, containment's failed on something. So whatever was here is out.
With that, Nemesis.
I think Nemesis is going to go down that hallway too. She sees he's in here, or she senses he's in here. Records and computers aren't really useful for Nemesis, so I think she's just going to keep going. And she'd probably take a quick peek in here and see if she sees anything, senses any movement or sentient beings or smells anything.
Once you kind of get into this room, you see that this is a science lab, and you see a black goo kind of floating around in this stasis tube. On the front of it, it says subject name, Clintar. The subject likes to bond with its host. Currently unstable, but it looks promising. So this is some sort of black goo that likes to bond to its host. What do you want to do with you like kind of looking at it?
I mean, Nemesis doesn't really care about that.
Okay.
It doesn't look like it's going to put up a fight right now. So,
I know some of these words.
yeah.
I'm used to
With
playing the
Nim
dumb character, so it's fun that somebody else is doing, or like the meathead, stereotype.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun seeing somebody else do it.
And with that, like you kind of turn your back and kind of walk out, and the uh the mass that's on the inside of the tube like bumps up against the tube real hard and creates like a little thump.
It likes you.
Oh, feisty. Maybe later.
Jack, what are you doing?
Um, just kind of following them through, um, keeping a close eye on things. Again, we just kind of met, and I know they're quote unquote criminals, so watching them the same way I'm kind of watching everything else. Uh, is the like screens to the bottom here, are those like just kind of identical to what Jarvis is doing on the top there?
They are, but they're also different. So like
They're
they're
also
this is
different.
yeah, so these are like like computer screens, yeah, I would say. But they're not the same ones that he looked at.
Okay, so it's not just like an extension of what he's doing. If that's the
Correct.
case, I'll go do a little investigation myself here.
Okay. Let's also get a vigilance check going to see if you can understand what's going on in these files.
Oof, that's a bad way to start. Um, use my re-roll here for a 1. So a 13.
13 is enough to pass.
Phew.
You're clicking through it, going through these files and everything, and you come upon a file that says you gain access to the crew console. Um, a hollow screen kind of activates and fragmented data scrolls across, and it has a crew manifest, and it says one synthetic, 6 organic personnel, mission tag, engineer seed retrieval, destination Earth, and it has signal confirmed, and it says status, and it has crash protocol executed. Some of the names are kind of partially corrupted. Species identifiers kind of remain intact, and it has like the containment records. For you to gain access to these containment records, let's get one more vigilance check going.
Right. Another 8. Goodness gracious. Let's see if this helps me out again. We'll do the middle one. 11.
11 gets you there.
Oof.
And so it has a complete catalog of all the species that were contained on this ship. The ship seems to be some sort of deep space exploration ship, collecting alien species. It has the brood hatchlings, and it goes to describe the brood as the brood describes as an insectoid looking creature, often compared to um, dangerous species. Um,
Like
it said
squirrels.
it
Squirrels.
said they can affect the host. It usually dies as an brood offspring emerges. The queen retains her higher intelligence, and they come from another planet, deep away from Earth. Um, Other things on here, it says the Clintar, aka a symbiote biomass. It says it normally bonds with organism, and they classify it as unstable, but it looks promising. The phalanx nodes, it says the techno-organic assimilation unit. Currently is quarantined, but they said it is able to assimilate to anything even greater than the symbiote can. There's a xenomorph strand and is designated as extinction level class adaptive. And then there are several unnamed specimens only tagged as failed models. And as
How
you're like
many did
looking,
you
oh,
say were on the manifest? One synthetic, and how many?
6 organic.
Okay. And then it has the
And
list of all the containment creatures and
mhm.
stuff. Okay.
And then on the last log it says xenomorph behavior exceeds projections. Containment failure is probable, potentially inevitable. And
So
that's kind of the last thing you
xenomorph is the
see.
most dangerous. Got it. The whole time we're kind of investigating and stuff, I have the classic like little like detective flip book from like the 80s and 90s. I'm writing all this stuff down, like taking notes, writing it down, flip it
Gotcha.
closed, put it back in my pocket. Even
I'm
though I'm
curious
not
how
a
many.
detective anymore, you can't, forget old tricks. Uh,
I'm
but
curious how
yeah,
many cigarettes you
I
got. That's what I'm curious about. You got like an unlimited supply of cigarettes?
all the time. I just manifest them out of thin air. Um, I relay that to the other crew, like the other two here. There's supposed to be 6 crew members and 1 synthetic. Kind of the list of things we've already kind of discussed throughout the containment things. It does say the xenomorph containment things, the ones that I found back that say xenomorph 1 and 2 that were broken, is probably the most dangerous out of all these. And they seem to be the ones that got out. So be careful. Could be bad news for everybody.
In response to that?
I don't think Nemesis has any.
Worthy
Yeah,
opponent.
perfect. The most dangerous are the ones that got out.
Yes, exciting, isn't it?
Void. You kind of log off of it, and you're walking, making your way further down the hallway, and on the screen kind of to your right, this is what Hellbound Jack, like as he was typing everything up or like going through everything, this is actually one of the monitors that was kind of displaying everything. So everything that he just described to you, you've seen, but there is one thing that he didn't see. On this screen, it actually says there are 2 synthetics instead of 1. A little further.
Guys.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
go ahead, go ahead,
yeah.
go
I
ahead.
say yeah. So basically, I'm going to relay that then. Like, guys, it looks like there might actually be another synthetic on board, whatever that is.
And with that, kind of each of you guys are kind of in the middle of the hallway right now, and you hear movement towards the very end of the hallway. You hear some sort of movement. And as you guys, well, what do you guys want to do as you hear the movement?
Uh, stand behind the giant goddess of a woman that's in front of me.
I mean, she's gonna move towards the sound.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll move towards it as well.
I would say as you make your way down, you see a a man, but no ordinary man. You see this man cut in half. Uh a torso just kind of dragging across the floor as he's walking, and acid scoring is everywhere. Um and you don't see normal blood on this person. You see almost a white goo substance as he is kind of stuttering, spitting up this white goo. What do you guys want to do? Or how do you guys react to this?
Ooh, you look very hurt. Would you like vengeance on what caused this?
So she's trying to get followers. She's like, "Hey, join the cause. Hop in."
And
Uh,
oh yeah, anything else from anybody want to say anything?
uh, we need to investigate's not the word. Interrogate. Talk to this person slash robot thing.
Let's I mean, let's
So just
it's a,
make
this
sure Nemesis isn't pulling her sword out about to stab it. Is pretty much the gist. Like, hey, don't kill it yet. We got to talk to it.
Void. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, uh yeah, just waiting to see what this thing, if it can talk back to us.
It's like dragging his body kind of across the ground. You see the white goo coming out the side of it, white all on his face, coming out his mouth, and it kind of sits up against the wall, and it acts in kind of a broken speech, and like, who who are you? Who are you all?
We're sent here to investigate this crash. What are you?
And he kind of coughs and he tells you like he's was known as a synthetic.
Synthetic what?
Are you
Better not be
not
squirrel.
aware? Are you not aware of synthetics? Do you not have synthetics on this planet?
Yeah, Jordan, do we have synthetics on this planet? I know it, life model decoys, etc., etc. Do we know of that kind of thing?
That is shield stuff, so I don't think you guys will be aware of what life model
Just low
decoys
level
are.
criminals and stuff. We wouldn't have any idea of what
Yeah.
that stuff is.
So you're a robot.
He kind of sputters and laughs, and he tells you that he's beyond what a simple robot is. And he goes to tell you like a synthetic is a cross between an android and a human. So he shows you like his robotic parts, but he tells you also at one time that he was human. And he says, "Why are you on this ship?"
We were sent to investigate the crash. We don't. Where did you come from? Why are you here?
Yeah,
What was in this ship?
why are you on our planet?
He tells you that they were on their way back to their planet, their universe, when a signal appeared upon their flight deck stuff, and there's a life seed on this planet. Now they were just going to document it, but something went awry, and he starts to tell you about the xenomorph, how he believes the xenomorph got out.
So it broke out before the crash or
And he
after the
tells you,
crash?
well, you guys don't even know what a xenomorph is.
No. But I saw it written on a couple cryopods back there.
And he tells you a xenomorph is not a predator. It's a solution. It adapts faster than ecosystem, faster than weapons, faster than the heroes. If left unchecked, it doesn't just conquer worlds. It replaces them. And he tells you that this ship crashing here, our ship was not supposed to crash here, but other ships have crashed here. And seems to be happening all over your world. And like he's like sputtering and spitting up everything. And he tells you that this this place on your earth has a seed and it will awaken. But if the creature gets to this seed first, it could be the end of everything. Also, the one who caused the crash, known as SYNTH-IX, he still lives. He's like, I can help you reach it if you let me know that you will stop it. You will stop SYNTH-IX and you will just try to destroy the xenomorph.
So you want vengeance on Sixth?
He caused the crash. And he's like sputtering up and spitting up all this white gooey substance. We
What
weren't
is
supposed to
a
be
life
here.
seed? What is this life seed you keep talking about?
And like as he's like starting to explain what the life seed does, and he's like, it's the ultimate, and he just kind of like dies out.
Oh man, I wasted our last question, guys. My bad.
And
I
yeah, he
know.
just
I
like
don't know if he wants
technically goes.
vengeance. I'm gonna assume yes.
And as you look beyond him, you see the pilot. Um,
Dead or alive? Or is
you
this the
see the
one where?
pilot. Sorry, you see the pilot further down. Um, he seems to be not alive. Um, and on the final log, it says like on the pilot log, it says that it locked us out. The synth locked us out. And when you take a look at the pilot, you see him cocooned in a broken harness and cables, and he is uh, basically in a bunch of alien resin. His chest is actually ruptured. It's not completely burst open, but you can kind of see like it's like lumped up. And on the rest of everything on the pilot's panel, it says that the engineer seed needs to be recovered. Um, and it says the xenomorph needs to be dealt with, and it says before, and it needs to be before it reaches the engineer seed, and it says if not, Earth doesn't stand a chance. And one last thing you see is you see Burnham trying to, I would say like a insignia, and it says like threshold, and that's all you see is like an insignia on next to the panel. It almost seemed like a brand, and it says threshold.
All right. So seems like we got to go hunting for this thing that escaped. Some vengeance, up for some vengeance. I know you
I'm
are.
always down
Yeah.
for vengeance.
We're probably gonna have to get you some new Skechers after this, Jarvis.
Yeah, he's shook. So yes,
And you said on the pilot log thing said the engineer seed. Is that like life
correct,
seed? Is that the same thing, or is that two
correct.
different seeds?
No, it's the same thing.
Okay, cool. And I'm assuming we don't know what a life seed is.
Correct.
Do we know
Okay.
where it is? This is not Nemesis asking. She's not thinking about it.
Currently, you do not know.
Okay.
Where do you know how we can find Synth-IX?
Currently, you do not know this either.
Yeah, and everything's dead here, our synth boy. Have we seen any, and this might be Ethan cheating because I just watched Badlands the other day. Uh, uh, she like connects herself to like a repair thing. Did we see anything that looked like it was like a medical room that might have any sort of equipment that could help us keep at least wake the synth up again so we can
Yeah.
get more information? Or was it all just like containment and stasis tubes?
Actually, you did. There was one lab that you came across, and it is the lab that is currently holding the Clintar, aka the symbiote.
Okay. Um, I would, I think we need more information. And the synth, I feel like, is the best option for that. He was actually giving us some stuff. Can we tell the pilot? Is it just a regular person, or is it a robot, or is it a synth? Like, what can we
He seems to
tell?
be a regular person.
Regular person. Okay. But they are all gross and slimy and chest busted open and bad news stuff. So we don't want to mess with that. Um, if one of you guys want to check out the cockpit, feel free. Maybe all these giant guns and stuff that are around, those are pretty cool. But I want to take the synth back to the medical room
Mm-hmm.
and see if I can. I know this is alien technology and I don't know any of this shit, but maybe we can revive this dude. Plug him in like a robot, download his hard drive to the computer or something like that.
Okay, so this is you're gonna have to do some science stuff.
Hell yeah. If
Checks.
New York City police officer can do anything, it's technology. That's sarcasm, by the way.
I think Nemesis would help you carry him, but she does not
Yeah.
understand technology. She doesn't know what a
Yeah.
computer is, let alone a sci-fi spaceship computer.
We are one motley crew.
Okay, so this will be kind of the last thing we do. So right now, or well, I guess Void, or what are you doing, Void? Because I see two of these guys went
Yes.
to the lab.
Since they're going to the lab, I'm gonna check out the cockpit area and just see if there's any clues in here that can help, anything that might help us track down this Synth-IX or any kind of tracking devices they might have.
Let's see if you can hack into the computer. Let's do. We'll do a vigilance check. Actually, we'll see. Let's do
Do a
two
logic.
checks. Yeah, yeah. Let's do a logic check first with target number 11. Ooh, 10.
Seriously,
Any traits or anything that could help you?
not for that.
You've gotten
Okay.
a lot of 10s and 11s.
I really have.
So, I mean, you're trying to hack into this thing and you are getting access denied left and right. It's time to do some science stuff right quick. So, let's see if you are smart enough to, kind of bring this thing back to life. You've never done anything like this before. This is alien tech completely. This is going to be a little bit harder. We'll call it a 13.
I'm assuming that's going to be a logic check to try to figure out
Yep.
that stuff. Before I do the logic check, can I use my investigation and my vigilance to try to find like what's the best way to phrase it? Like maybe like a cord that comes out of him that he like can plug into things, R2D2 style, where he has the little thing that plugs into like the elevators and stuff. Is there something built into him to where like he plugs into machines regularly, or are we trying to hotwire the hot rod and see what happens?
Okay. Let's get a vision check to see if you can find something like that on
Okay.
his body.
Okay, let's see.
Oh,
Fantastic.
God.
616.
Oh,
Oh
nice.
wow, six one
So if
six
it's
on the
there, I
first
found it.
one.
If
Nice.
it's not there, we're just out of luck.
On the first thing, I mean, you are searching his body. You tap his head a couple times, and a port opens up to where a card is, and you take the card out. You know, you're looking around this science lab and everything, going through all the drawers and everything, and you find a card, like a memory card that says Prodigy Corporation on the side of it. You plug that bad boy in, this thing boots up like brand new, like he's spanking brand new. He says, you know, he's booting up, booting up, booting up, and he says, "Welcome to the Prodigy Corporation. How may I help you?"
Okay. So now I guess we need to know what to ask here. Didn't think I was going to get this far. Um, I would say like so this he seems like it's like a completely like different person kind of thing. Like he's been wiped
Mm-hmm.
and doesn't remember we've already talked.
Correct.
Okay. So and I'm like I don't know how this shit works. So I would be very much like, hey, we just had a conversation. You seem to die on me. We plugged you into the computer and you're back now. Do you remember what we were just talking about? Do you remember us? As I point to me and Nemesis.
And the synthetic kind of looks around and it says, like, "Oh, we seem to be on a threshold ship. This doesn't make any sense. I am part of Prodigy Corporation. How did Threshold get here?" And he's like talking about, you know, these other factions, and he mentions Wayland Utonics, Prodigy, Lynch, Dynamic Corporation, and Threshold. And he talks about this seems to be a Threshold ship, but as to why we are on this planet, and he like stops for a second, and he kind of taps into the ship, and the ship actually kind of comes online, and a voice calling itself Mother speaks to him, and he says, "Where are we?" And Mother basically tells him that, you know, SYNTH-IX activated the crash protocol, but before that happened, there seems to be a containment break within the where the Xenomorphs was located. And then he goes to tell you that, you know, the ship is for a deep Voyager ship, where it is, you know, going out scavenging planets, collecting alien species to take it back to Threshold.
Okay. Um, you mentioned before you kind of went to sleep on us there, um, about finding a life seed or engineer seed. We don't know what that is. What is that? Do you know where we could find this? You told us to keep the xenomorph from getting to it.
And so he kind of pauses, hacks into, or not hacks into it, but talks to Mother. And Mother tells him that the engineer seed is a seed capable of bringing to life any species, basically. And it can, you know, create new species and start to multiply the species based on whatever gains control of it. And he says that if a engineer seed is here and the xenomorphs gets it, it could be bad. And he also kind of asks, you know, who is SYNTH-IX? And he says SYNTH-IX is a security synthetic from Threshold who was supposed to be basically protecting the ship and protecting the xenomorphs from any harm. The xenomorphs are the ultimate life form, and they want to take it back to Threshold to study it before any other of the other factions could get it.
But they don't know where to find this seed to like protect it.
Correct.
Okay. Um, is there any more helpful information you can tell us about these xenomorph things? Anything we should look out for?
So this will be the last thing. So he asked the Mother about, you know, what are xenomorphs. Um, you know, okay. So he goes to explain to you the life cycle of the xenomorph. He explains that they start out in an egg, and if an organic and if an organic human or organic creature comes too close, it will then jump out and implant them in the face, uh, and with a creature known as a face hugger. And then it goes on to explain what a face hugger is, and there's a spider-like creature that attaches to the face and implants an embryo into them. And with that, I mean, uh, Nemesis kind of describes what you came in contact with, right?
Yep.
And then he explains that the face huggers implant you with an embryo. It creates what is known as a chest burster, which comes out of the host and it comes bursting out of the chest. And then
Okay,
it
so like the
says,
pilot, we saw the hole in its chest.
and then it goes on to explain the xenomorph, and it tells you that the xenomorph is the deadliest creature, one of the deadliest creatures in the universe, and its blood is actually like acid. And it tells you that it is very strong, very quick, very determined. They stalk, they adapt, they learn. They are set to conquer the universe if they can get the numbers. Um, and it goes on to kind of tells you those sort of things.
Okay, that's good information. We still talking to the crew now, not to robot guys. So we need to find this life seed thing. Um, are all the other crashes? Well, yeah.
I think, okay, Nemesis is going to ask a question. She's going to ask, what would happen if, say, one of us got to the life seed first? Could we use it?
It is whoever can hold it can use it.
Sounds promising.
Interesting.
So, with that, your objectives: find the xenomorphs, find SYNTH-IX, and find the engineer seed. Those are your kind of big things to do. So, with that said, hopefully everyone enjoyed this first episode, and we'll see you next time.